Are you applying to dozens of jobs and internships, but really not getting the traction that you want? Here's a little quick hit. It might not be tweaking your resume more that's going to get you the opportunity. It might be these three mistakes that you're making in the interview process that's stopping you from meeting your full potential. And so I want to make sure you have those things. And so make sure that you watch this video to the end to get all those tips. Let's keep it going. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Dr. Dar here with another video to help you take your leadership, your internships, your jobs to the next level. Today we're going to talk about how to increase your value in the job market. Listen, here's some things I want you to think about. If you're putting in a whole bunch of resumes but not really getting any traction, it might be because you're not doing a couple extra steps that'll get you noticed by hiring managers, industry leaders, department leads, and those type of things. And so if you're only just tweaking your resume, you might be kind of falling behind of the competition. And so before you start tweaking the resume again, watch this video and then take those tips and put them into action. I got some ideas for you. I remember one student I was working with who applied for about 50 internships and didn't get any responses from anybody. And so after we talked, we kind of had to tweak his process a little bit so that he was getting a little bit more engagement in the interview process. He was just going in blind. And so after we had some of these conversations and had tweaked some of these opportunities and strategies to get the internships, he got a couple interviews literally in a few weeks. So here's mistake number one: applying without networking first. Here's the thing: your promise, your potential is all in the hands of people. People run the world. There's no transaction that happens without people. And so if you're putting in applications online, what I need you to know is that your document is one of hundreds, maybe even thousands of resumes that people have already been submitting. And so how do you fix that? You start connecting with people on LinkedIn, on social media. You look at their organization, social media, and see who are the employees that are following this organization. See who's posting for their organization. See who's liking and sharing and commenting in their posts. Those are the people that you need to get on their radar, right? Reach out to them. Ask them for an informational interview. Ask them if you can take them out to coffee. Ask them if you can just learn more about how they got into the field or how they got into this job or what do they like about the organization. Those type of things open opportunities for referral. And so at some point, what you hope is that they'll ask you, what drew you to me? And then you can say, hey, well, this is what I'm interested in. This is what I do for organizations, companies in this industry. And I'm looking to break into this organization because of these amazing things. And I saw that you were a person that not only worked there, but it seems like you're thriving there. And so I thought I would get your advice. You say something on that line can literally open up the door for you to get pulled out of that 1,000-pile resume list and be seen as a candidate worthy for an interview. Mistake number two: having a generic resume and cover letter. Listen, resume reviewers are professionals. They know exactly what to look for when people are standing out, and they know what to put to the side when people are saying the same stuff. What somebody taught me, which I really thought this was great, was instead of listing out the responsibilities, list out the outcomes of the responsibilities. And so just instead of saying, hey, I'm responsible for putting in the data management for this organization, you can say, my data management for this organization creates a higher level of communication, increases the communication across departments by this percentage. It solved these specific problems. That will give the resume builder a little bit more insight to say, wow, this person knows what they're talking about. They're a professional, right? They know exactly how to get people engaged. And so I need you to be able to think deeper about what are the outcomes of the work that you do, not just the responsibilities of the work, right? It's great that you know how to account at a cashier, but being a cashier helps with customer service, helps with efficiency, helps with the bottom line. Talk about those things. That is really important. And then mistake number 3, not following up after an interview or a networking event. Here's the old saying, the fortune is in the follow-up. And so what am I saying? Unfortunately, if you only attempt it one time, one email, one text message, one reach out, one visit, sometimes you're going against competition that have deeper relationships where they can connect and contact with that person over a week, every month, every couple days, even sometimes. How do you compete with that when you only send one email, when you only reached out one time? Think about it like this as well. Like, you send the follow-up email within 24 hours, thanking them, mentioning something that you learned from them, mentioning something that you thought was valuable for them, and then also providing something that could be of value to them. If you do those quick, easy things, that can literally go from you not getting any calls to you getting all the calls, because people see that you want to add value to their life. And so I want you to be thinking about, how do you actually follow up in a way that's meaningful, that is productive, and that's value-based. So last year I created a 4-minute video talking about how to use AI to increase and develop your personal brand. And in that video, I give you a prompt on how to use AI to give you suggestions on how to build your personal brand. I suggest that you watch that video on my YouTube channel at Dr. Dar Mayweather. Of course, like, share, subscribe, and get some extra tips on how you can use AI to look you up, to then give you insights into how you can better be represented online, and also how you can better represent your brand when you're in conversations and interviews at networking events. So let's recap. Right? First, I need you to network before you apply for the job. Second, I need you to customize your resume and your cover letter so that it speaks specifically to the type of job that you are using. Don't just use the same resume for every job. And then I need you to follow up after networking events, interviews, conversations with folks that are in the organization, just so that they can know that you are serious. So now I want to hear from you. Which mistakes have you made before? Have any of these tips helped you before? Let me know in the comments.